Welcome back, guys and gals, to the NBA, NCAA, Fantasy Faves League, in your face. Cavaliers. Game of the week was Golden State going up against Cleveland. That took place on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Monday, so a couple days ago. And yeah, that was great. Real quick, I said that I'd include all this NFL Beat Biddy Challenge, the NFL Showdown, or whatever, Super Bowl Showdown. I picked I got two picks right on Saturday. So I picked the Patriots, and then I picked, let's see, who else played? Patriots won, and then, oh my God, I can't even think back that far. Patriots, Packers, I picked those teams, and then, the Falcons. I picked the Falcons, and then the only game I lost was the Chiefs. So I needed a full day of mourning. I'm in better spirits now, but I needed a full day on Monday to mourn my Chiefs, and then get back on here Tuesday night, going into Wednesday morning, to go ahead and present the results for week 2 of my NBA league. So, anyways, if you guys are playing next weekend, I got the Patriots beating the Steelers, and I have the Packers beating the Falcons. So those are my two picks. You can go ahead and find my post on Instagram too, and include your picks, or just put them down in the comments here too. So we're doing that kind of concurrently with this league for right now, and then the people that have the closest picks will be in the Super Bowl showdown. All right, so NFL's out of the way. Let's just jump right into the NBA NCAA action. Great game between the Warriors here. I'm a happy camper. There's a lot of unhappy campers on YouTube that are Cavs fans, but hey, you guys won the finals, so we're just trying to save some face in the regular season before we have another shot at you guys in this upcoming finals, which I'm pretty sure we'll both meet. But enough of the commentary. Let's just jump right into the results of week 2. So every week I'm trying to do a game of the week where you just have head-to-head matchups, so you don't have to have the fantasy aspect of it necessarily. This week it was the Spurs. I keep saying the Spurs, the Cavaliers and the Warriors. Last week it was the Bulls and the Knicks. So I'm also including videos, highlights of the game of the week, plus a little bit more footage regarding some of the stuff that went down. You just may have watched the previous 2 videos. Commentary from local sports outlets discussing LeBron's flop and Draymond Green's flagrant foul that was called against him. So trying to include a little bit more razzle dazzle this time around, video wise, from around YouTube, just to intersperse between my little talks here, giving you names and teams and numbers and all that. So, but if you're into that sort of stuff, the rankings and the results, let's jump into it here. The first game was the Bulls versus the Spurs. The Bulls actually won their game against the Grizzlies, and the Spurs lost to the Suns. So the Bulls win that game in my fantasy league. Then you had the Knicks going up against the Lakers. The Knicks lost their game by 15. The Lakers lost their game by 5. So the Lakers win that one on a tiebreaker. When both teams lose, it's the team that lost by the least amount of points. Then you jump into the Warriors-Cavs game of the week. Luckily, it's just a straight up. Warriors win, Cavs lose. Warriors win the fantasy game and the actual game. Then you got in the NCAA, you had UCLA going up against Kansas. UCLA beat Utah by a point. However, Kansas beat Oklahoma State by 7 points. So likewise, if you win, the team that wins by the larger margin is the fantasy winner. So Kansas wins their game. Notre Dame played Kentucky. Notre Dame won by 5. Kentucky won by 20 over Auburn. So good job, Kentucky. You win the fantasy game. And then Louisville took on Florida State in my fantasy league. Louisville beat Duke, and Florida State actually lost to North Carolina. So no need for a tiebreaker. It was just pretty much head to head. Louisville won their game. Florida State lost their game. Louisville advances. So as far as the standings go, in the NBA side of things, the Warriors are 2-0, the Cavs are 0-2, and everyone else is 1-1. You have the Spurs, Knicks, Bulls, and Lakers all there in the middle. Over in the NCAA, Louisville's 2-0 and Notre Dame is 0-2. Everyone else is in the middle at 1-1. You have UCLA, Florida State, Kentucky, and Kansas in that order. All right, so in terms of my picks, I ended up 3-3 on the week. I picked the Spurs, and they let me down. I picked the Lakers. They won. The Warriors won. And Kentucky won. But then I chose UCLA. They lost. And I chose Florida State, and they lost. So I was 3-3. I'm not sure if I gave you my picks like the previous video for this week. So let me do that for this next upcoming week. Some of these games have already taken place. However, I haven't written down any of the scores yet, so I'm not sure. I know like if a team won or lost, pretty much, but this week's going to go up until Thursday, with the last game being the Cavaliers in real life taking on the Suns. So Thursday night, I'll jump on and give you the results of Week 3, and then give you the matchups for Week 4. So my picks for Week 3, you have the Warriors and the Spurs going at it in my fantasy league. I got the Warriors. You have the Bulls, Lakers going at it. I got the Bulls. You got the Cavs, Knicks going at it. I got the Cavs. Someone must be walking by the front door. That's why the dogs go crazy like that. Then in the NCAA, the game of the week is Notre Dame going up against Florida State. That happens tomorrow or later on tonight. Basically Wednesday evening, Notre Dame going to Florida State. I'm picking Florida State just because it's at home. Come on, guys. And then you got Kentucky going up against UCLA. I chose UCLA. And you have Louisville and Kansas going at it. So I chose Louisville. So those are the fantasy games that I'm choosing. Once again, I'm choosing the Bulls, the Cavs, the Warriors. I'm choosing UCLA, Louisville, and Florida State. So those are my pick 6. So go ahead and pick the teams that you think will win the fantasy games based on the teams that they're playing in real life. All right, you guys, I got another video of groundbreaking ceremonies going on in San Francisco for you guys to watch. So enjoy that, and I'll see you guys Thursday night.